In this video, let us see how to create the AI commit generator using Python. Instead of you manually analyzing what changes you have made and then committing, the AI will analyze what changes you have made and will give you the commit message. So this is what we're gonna do in this video. First, let me show you the demo so that you will understand this better. You consider I have two files here and I have added this. So instead of you manually typing git commit -m and typing the commit message, the AI I have created a tool called the AI commit. This will analyze what are the changes that you have made and it will give you the commit message. This project is about SMS sending using Python, and you consider I have two files, main.py and the key.py. In the main.py, I have the actual logic here that is sending the SMS from Python. In the keys.py file, I have all the authentications. Consider I have the account SID, auth open, everything. So this is the project about. So let's see how to auto generate the commit message. So let me run this AI tool that I have created. Let me press enter. It will analyze all the changes that you have made for the recent commit. Consider generating commit message with Gemini, and we got the commit message as well. So the suggested commit message is add basic Twilio SMS sending example. Here we got the description as well. We have keys.py to have Twilio API credentials. Create main.py to demonstrate sending an SMS using the Twilio Python SDK. This is the commit message generated by the AI. So if you want to accept this commit, you can press Y. Now the commit has been successfully accepted. Now we can push it to the GitHub. Git push -u origin main and press enter. Now we have pushed all the files to the GitHub file. Let me go to GitHub and let me click on refresh. And here we have the commit message. And let me go to that commit. And let's select this commit message here. Add basic Twilio SMS sending example. You consider we have the commit message along with the description. So this is what we're going to develop in this video. This will help for the most developers because they don't know what commit they want to give. They give randomly like update, any random commits. So this will be helpful to most of the developers. Let's also make some changes to see how that commit message will come out. What I will do is, let me cut this and paste it in the main.py file. Instead of keys.py file, I will cut this and paste it here, and that's it. Now we can ask a commit generator to see what changes we have made. It will give you the commit message for you. So first I will see the status. You consider two files has been modified. Then what I will do is I will add all the files. Then we can call our tool AI commit. This is our tool and press enter, and you consider it is generating the commit message using Gemini, and we got the commit message as well. I consider consolidate Twilio account SID in main.py. So this is a refactor, right? So this is refactor, and we can accept this commit, and then we can push it to the GitHub. So git push -u origin main, and we have successfully pushed it to the GitHub. Or we can go to the repo and we can go to the commit. Let's select the latest commit here, and consider this is the power of using the AI commit generator. Let's see how to create this. I have shown you the demo, right? Let's see how to actually type the code. So let's get started. For that, we need to create our project folder. So let me go to the desktop, and I'm going to create a new folder here in this desktop. So the folder name will be AI commit project. So inside this, I will put my Python code here. So let me open up this in the Visual Studio Code. Let's create a Python file first, and before that, let's also install all the dependencies that we need for this project. So let's open up your command prompt and type pip install. You need the .env to load the environment variables. Then we need the Google.generate AI because we're going to use the Gemini API, and press enter. You consider requirement already satisfied. Then we good to go. Let me minimize this terminal. Let's create a Python file now. So main.py. So this is our Python file. Let's import the libraries that we have installed now. So I will import the subprocess because we want to run the command line arguments there. Then we need to import the load env. So from the .env, I'm going to import the load env. Then from the Google Generative AI, I'm going to import this as Gemini. So this is it. Then we can load our environment variables. So load environment variables from .env file. Then what I will do is I will configure the Gemini. This is configuring the Gemini API client. I'm going to set the API key genai.configure API key equal to this is the API key from the .env file. Let's create the .env file, and inside this we need to put the API key there. So let's get the API key now. To get the API key, what we need to do is we need to head over to the browser, and let's open up your website called the aistudio.google.com. Just head over to this website aistudio.google.com, and inside this what we need to do is we need to pick on get API key at the bottom left hand side, and consider I have already created a API key, and if you want to create a new API key, just click on create API key, and if you click on create key, it will give the API key. I have already have a API key, so I will copy that API key and I will use it. I won't create another one. So let me paste the API key here, and that's it. Now we have configured the Gemini API, right? Then I will create a main function. Inside this main function, I will call all the sub dependencies. Let's create the main function, and first let me explain how this AI commit generator is working behind the scenes. Actually, let me print a message first. Using stage changes. First, we are reading the changes. So I am printing the messages here. Then let's see how it is working. So if you open up the terminal in the project folder, consider this is the project folder that both files are existing. Keys.py and main.py. So let me open up the terminal in this project folder. So what I will do is I will type the CMD here, and consider this is the terminal from the project folder. So how it is basically working. You consider this is my project file, right? First let me make some changes. What I will do is I will cut this and I will also paste it in the main.py file itself. So instead of this, I will directly use it. Now I have made some changes, right? How to get it? What are the changes that you have made? How to get it? To get it, you just need to type git diff -- catch. So if you type it, so actually we need to add all the files now. And you consider if you see the git status, we have made some 2 changes, right? So we need to first add. Then if you type the above command git diff -- catch, you consider it will show you what changes that you have made. So we're gonna pass these changes to the Gemini API. Then we will ask the Gemini AI to give us the commit message. This is what we're gonna do in this video. So here we have the difference here. We have made some changes in the keys.py file and the main.py file. And once we got the difference, so let's get the git diff. So to get that, what we need to do is we're gonna create a function. So diff equal to, so I'm gonna create a function called the get git diff. So let's create that function now. So let's create that function. So inside this function, what I will do is I will open up your try block now. So inside this try block, first I will run the command, that same command. For this, we have imported a library called the subprocess. Using the subprocess only, whatever command that we have typed in the command prompt earlier, we will do this using Python also. That is where the subprocess comes into picture. So this diff equal to subprocess.check output, and inside this I will run the subprocess, that is the git diff -- catch. And consider this is the command that we want to run to get the difference, what changes that we have made. And I will pass additional argument like std error equal to subprocess.std out. And inside this, we can apply other filtering option as well, because we want to decode this as UTF-8. So I will write dot decode. I'm gonna decode this UTF-8. Then again we can apply filter, right? Errors equal to, we're gonna ignore all errors. Then I'm gonna strip all the white space. So the strip. Either we can do this in one line, or we can make this double line. So what I will do is I will make this as a 2 line. So I will copy this and let me cut this. So I'm gonna push this to the next line. So diff dot. So first we're gonna decode, then we're gonna ignore all the errors, then I'm gonna remove all the white space. So we can directly return this, and that's it. So in the except block, if you got any error, I'm gonna print a message like error getting git diff. So we're gonna return empty. So this is it. This is the function to get the diff. So now we have the diff, right? Then we can pass this diff to the Gemini API. So before that, we have to check if there is any diff or not, because if you don't make any changes, then there will be an empty diff, right? So first we want to check if there is no diff. Then we're gonna simply print a message like no staged changes found. Then we're gonna print a message like generating commit message, and then what I will do is I will get the message. So to get the message, I'm going to create another function called it generate commit message, and inside this I will pass the diff. So I will pass the diff message to this function. So let's create this function now. So this function will take the diff as usual. Let's also check not diff. I'm going to say no changes to commit, and you will have to provide some prompts, right, to the Gemini AI. So the prompt I have noted in my notepad. Let me open up my notepad, and I have copied. Let me paste the prompt here. Consider this the prompt. So let me explain the prompt in a minute. Let me format this first. So what prompt I have gave here? You are a senior software engineer generating high quality git commit message. Your task: analyze the provided git diff and produce a concise and meaningful commit message. First I will say use conventional commit format, then allow types. So these are the allow types. Then the summary lines, maximum 72 characters, And for the body, I will say add bullet points only if necessary. Then for the scope, I have some scope here, ignore. And this is if multiple changes exist, summarize them clearly to in bullets. If changes is small, return only one commit message. And I have passed the diff message here in the prompt. So that's it. Now we can pass this to the Gemini model. So before that, let's define the model first. So at the top, when we configure the Gemini API key, so we can define the model here also. So model equal to gen AI.generative model, and inside this we can provide some model name here. The model that we're going to use in this video is the Gemini 2.5 Flash model. So this is the model that we're going to use in this video. Now we have the model object, right? We can pass this prompt to the model object. So response equal to model.generate content. I'm going to pass the prompt there, and then I'm going to return the response.text. I'm going to sweep all the white space, and that's it. Now we have the message, right? Then we can print this message to the screen. So you can see now we got the message. Then what I will do is I will first format this property, that is generated commit message, and I will have some long lines. So then I will print the message, and then I will end the line. Then I'm gonna ask the user, you want to commit this. So confirm equal to, I'm gonna ask the user, use this commit message, yes or no. If the user says yes, you want to commit this. So for this again we'll have to run the command called git commit -m. Whatever message that Gemini return, we're gonna just commit this, and I'm gonna say changes committed successfully. If the user press no, I'm gonna say commit aborted, and that's it. Finally, we can call the main function, and that's it. Now we have full code here. So let me explain again. First, we are getting the difference here using this function get diff. So this function will do the job, that is, it is using the subprocess to run this command git diff -f cache. It will give what are the changes that you have made, and then we are decoding this UTF-8, and we are ignoring if any errors, and we are returning this. Then what we are doing is we are passing that difference to the Gemini AI, consider generate commit message to get the commit message. So, and I have give you a detailed prompt here asking the AI that you need to do this job. So, and then passing the difference here, consider, and then we got the response. Once we got the response, then I am printing the response here. I am asking the user if you want to commit this. If the user press Y, we are committing this git commit -, and we are passing the message along with it, and that's it. So let me run the Python script now. To run this Python script, you need to run this Python script in the Git project folder only. So because there only you have initial SDK, right? So let me show you what I mean. So let me right click the Python file, and I'm gonna copy this path. So you need to open the terminal in the project folder. Consider this is my project, right? So here only you need to run the Python script, because this is where the Git is initialized. This is project folder, right? Let me open up the command prompt here, and let me see this that as you consider. I have modified something because earlier in the beginning of the video I have modified, right? So let's run the Python script here in this terminal. You can search generating commit message. Let's wait for a few seconds, and we got the response as well. You can search inline value or token in my script. This is what we have done earlier, right? I have a copy and paste the art token here from the keys.py file. Here now what I will do is I will copy remaining two configuration and paste the configuration here itself, and let me make changes here. So instead of keys.value number, I'm gonna say value number, and instead of keys.my phone number, I'm gonna simply say my phone number, and I'm gonna delete the keys.py file. So let me delete this file. Let me open up the command prompt in the project folder only. So you are allowed to run that Python script in the project folder only. If you type git status, you consider you have made some changes. Now I'm gonna add all the changes. Then we can call our Python script Python. So let me copy the Python path here, and I'm gonna paste the Python path here and press enter. You consider we got here commit message here. We have removed the separate keys file, and we have placed all the configuration in the inline main.py file. We got our description as well. We have deleted the keys.py file which hold placeholder credentials, and we have moved the art token, value number, my phone number definition directly in main.py. This is what we have done, right? So I'm gonna press Y here, and that's it. Now the commit has been successfully made, and we can push it to the GitHub git push -new origin main. Now we have pushed to the GitHub, right? We can go to the GitHub and check. So let me click on refresh. Actually, let me go to repo. Yes, here we have made 3 commits. Let me go to the commit space. Let me open up the latest commit. Consider this the latest commit. Let me open this and you consider we got the commit message along with the commit description. And you can't run copy and paste the Python file that each time, right? I will show another method as well. So you can't each time copy and paste the Python file path in the project folder. For that, what we need to do is we need to create a bad file. So if we create a bad file, you can run that commit to anywhere in your terminal. So let me show you how to do that. I have actually created a one. So let me show you another file as well. If you go to see this, you can see I have created a bad file here, a commit.bad. Let me create a new file called it. I'm gonna first create a text file, then I will change the extension name to bad file. So you can give it any name. So I'm gonna say a commit v2. So inside is what we need to do is actually let me open up my previous file. So consider this my previous file and this is the command, just 2 lines. So let me copy this and I'm gonna paste it here. And you consider this is where you need to paste the Python file path. Actually the Python is located in the, let me copy this path and paste it here, and that's it. Now let me change the extension to bad file so that we can run this from anywhere. So let me change the extension from text file to bad file and change the file extension. Now we got the bad file here. Then we need to copy his file location. Let me copy the file location and in search for just type env. Answer edit system environment variables. Click on environment variables and under the path, consider here we have the path, right? So you consider make sure you add the path here and press enter. I have already added it, so I don't want to add again and again. So let me press OK here. Now you can run the AI commit generator tool from any terminal. You don't want to copy and paste the Python file path anymore. So let me make some changes here. So what I will do is I will create a test file. So inside this test file, I will simply print a message called testing. Now I will ask this status. You can see we have made some changes, right? Now I'm gonna add all these changes. Git add. Now I'm gonna use the tool. So git AI commit v2. This is the name of the file that I have give. So if we go to see this, consider this is the name of the file that I have give, right? AI commit v2 and press enter. You can use this AI tool anywhere in your terminal. Consider generating commit message and we got the commit message. Add temporary testing file. So do you want to commit message? No. Commit aborted, and that's it. Not only you can use this inside the project folder only, you can use this any project folder. So let me open up your sample terminal and press here. Answer error getting diff file because there is no git initialize here. This will only work in the initialized git page only. So this is how you create a AI commit generator using Python. And if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to this channel so that you will get more videos like this. So this is for this video and I will continue in the next one.